So good evening everybody and welcome back to FTRL. It is day 2 from action here at Spa-Francorchamps and it is a little bit soggy. That's right, the rain has come to Spa. And the drivers on track at the minute then, trying to navigate their way around. Qualifying then for round 2 of season 20 here in Div 2. And we're going to go on board then with Nexus Cats. Take us then on a lap of the circuit then out of the chicane. He comes along the start finish straight. The DRS would normally be open here, but it is a little bit too wet for that at the moment. Into the source we go, tiptoe our way around, get the car straightened up on the power, avoid that curve on the left in these conditions. We now plunge down the hill then, hug the GT pit wall, and then over. Eau Rouge, a little bit tentative there. So gets through okay. Through Randy and onto the Kemmel straight we go. This would be the second DRS zone. We're heading up then towards Lecombe, which will be one of the better overtaking opportunities in the race if it's dry. Navigating his way through there nicely. Oh, on the curb though, big twitch, but keeps it going. Down then into Bruxelles, hug the inside curb there. Stay tight, wait for the corner to open up, then on the power down towards the Jackie X corner. Running a little bit wide onto the curb there, don't want to be doing that in these conditions. So plunge down the hill then towards the P1 again, riding that curve. That's brave in these conditions. Cats gets away with it just. Oh, touches the curve on the outside. Big twitch. They heading now up towards the campus chicane. Hugs that inside curve again. Stay right then. Flick left into the left-hander. And then into Stabilo. To the right-hander then. Short sprint up to the Paul Frere corner. And then onto the backstretch. Oh, he's on the curb. Oh, is he going to save it? Oh, he's still having a few bites and he's off. Keeps it out of the wall. Great job there from Cats to avoid having a bigger accident. But just pushed that curve on exit and that just proves how treacherous these conditions are. Resumes his lap. And heading up now towards Blanchimont. Not flat in these conditions. Will be flat in the drive. And then into the final chicane. Well, sort of ruined by that spin there. He tried so hard to save it there and dives into the pit lane. In the end then, so that was most of a lap of Spa-Francorchamps in these tricky conditions. Then Barcelona has set the first flying lap and it's a 52.2. Indeed, Pagani cross play is active. And we've got the returning Casey Bernard, who is our first Xbox player in FTRL. There we go. Quite why he left PS to go to Xbox in the first place, I don't quite understand. But he's back. It's good to have him back. He's been with us for quite a number of seasons now. And it's nice to have him back with us then. He is filling in for Michael this week. Michael unfortunately has rolled his ankle in football. And it is not with us this week. So speedy recovery to you, my friend. As around goes Casey. Through Pouon. We'll let him have his accident in peace then. That man saying the conditions might clear up before the end of the session then. So you may see a number of drivers staying in the pit lane. Who we got on laps at the minute then? Current running order is Barcelona, fastest from Chubbs on a 52.6. So we've got Iceman on a 53.3, Katamis on a 54 flat, Eva Chris on a 54.5, Bossman on a 55.2, and Alex Pixie on a 55.3. So last time out then we had, it was a victory for Mercedes, but it was in the hands of Ox, who was just dipping his toe into the water to see where his pace is. He was comfortable in his victory, held off LRE Tom, who was also filling in from Div 1. He got a podium, and Barcelona round off the podium last week. A late safety car did threaten to shake up the order. I think it was Chubbs who decided to stay out in those conditions, out on hard tyres, but it didn't quite pay off for him. He slipped back before the finish. Fresh tyres working. So no Ox, no Tom this week. So who is favourite here? Chubbs goes well here all the time. So this is one of his favourites. He is currently off the circuit, however. On the track, it looks like it's stopped raining. Oh, and Skirms has got disqualified for blocking the pit lane. That's interesting. Oh, McLaren having a moment. It was that was Katamis there having a moment in front of Iceman. But Evil Chris is a second up on this lap. As he comes through Paul Frere corner. do the back straight, then this will be a big improvement for him. Then he was running strongly last week. Well, he ended up 4th last week. May need to remind myself as Brutus Beer goes fastest, and Brutus Beer had an absolute shocker last week. So championship runner-up has some work to do. Has put himself in the pole position at the minute. So DRS has enabled it, so the track is drying out very quickly then. DRS enabled, which suggests now that slick tyres are the way to go. So a couple of guys in the pits are now on their way. Daft Chip and Nexus Cats on their way out on the soft slick tyres. So conditions improving already. And who's going to be the first one to set a lap time on the slick tyres? Getting next to Katzen. We saw him first on track and have a spin on his first run. The track is now dried out sufficiently, and he's now on the slick tyres. Into sector 2 we go. So this should comfortably go on to provisional pole with just over 9 minutes to go. However, everybody now will be diving in for slick tyres. Going back out again. Coming then up to the second checkpoint, goes through the campus chicane. Lucky goes right into Stabilo. Second checkpoint about to come up then. He is 16.9. Now, he hasn't got a checkpoint because he, of course, didn't finish his first flying run. But I would imagine this should be comfortably on pole position. We were doing 42s, 43s yesterday in Div 1, so expect maybe a mid 43 stroke 44 for pole in this one. What's Cat's going to do? Into the chicane he comes, gets that turned nicely, gets the car rotated, power down. Sprint to the line, and Nexus Cats goes fastest comfortably on a 1:45.5. And then Brutus Beer now in the pits, but still on the slick tyres. In the pits a minute. Who? Daft Chip, I think, was the next one out, wasn't he? Let's have a look then at the Aston Martin man. Filling in as his car share duties with Aaron, who's not here this week, unfortunately. And 24.1, that's quite a bit slower than Cats, so I don't know if Dave's had it off somewhere. Into the pits he comes, so he has a drama somewhere. Who have we got coming around? Who's on a lap? Sione? KC is very much off the circuit. He's on an out lap though. Batman. Let's find somebody with a laptop on the board. Should we Chubbs? Let's go pick up Chubbs. They're coming up through Air Rouge, through Radion for the first time. First checkpoint about to come up then, and he is, how much is he up in sector 1? 1.5 seconds. See already the improvements there just through a couple of corners. So Chubbs then with a big gain. Skirms back with a spin. Welcome back, Skirms. Matman goes second on a 45.7, so just slotting into the lap times now, starting to tumble. Into Iceman that goes fastest on a 45.4, so a tenth faster than Cats. The Nexus 1-2 at the moment. What about Chubbs? Through Stabilo he goes. Ferrari just in front of him. He's 6.7 seconds up on his current best time. Ooh, Ferrari there getting out of his way. It'll probably be both, Pagani, to be honest. It'll probably be both. Katowice now goes fastest of all, a 44.0. They're 1.4 seconds faster than Ice was. Katowice probably running 0-0 wings. In true Katowice fashion. It means he'll be rapid through Sector 1 and Sector 3 and slow through Sector 2. What about Captain Chubbs? Goes second on a 44.3. He said he did a 43.3 earlier, I think he said. So, bit of time to find for Chubbs, but there's a good banker lap for him there. What about last week's surprise front row starter, Nazikin? Maybe he fancied it staying wet in qualifying. It has dried, unfortunately. So he's currently bookending the remaining drivers with his teammate in first. He's 16th. Of course, Skirms will be starting P17 if he got himself disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Had a spin in pit lane by the sounds of it. Coming to the line, Barcelona goes second on a 44.2. So Katowice's lap looking particularly good at the minute. Barcelona and Chubbs both unable to oust him from that provisional pole. What about Brutus 3? He's coming around. It's Diego crossing the line. He goes fourth on a 44.6. That man is into the pits, so we'll pick up Brutus again. Into the final chicane he comes. Gets the car straightened up. Power down. DRS is open and only fifth fastest then, a 44.9 for Brutus then. Shots in behind his teammate. The Katowice is coming into the pits. Bossman has invalidated. Oh, and Casey is backwards into the Jackie X corner. And Chris has invalidated his time. So with 3.5 minutes to go, chance for everybody to get one more run in. Quite a long lap here, of course, 144, one of the longest laps, in fact the longest circuit on this calendar. Bossman then winding up for another run. That Zombie, he's on the way into the pits. Having invalidated his run, so Barcelona, I think, will be on his way into the pits as well. Need a quick turnaround though, just 3 minutes of the session remaining. And he goes. His teammate, Zika then on his outlap. Alex Pixie's on his way. Perhaps making our way back to the pit then, so on a run. Yeah, the flag in sector 3. Somebody's had an off somewhere. Anybody on a flying run? So KC is now, he's on a 3-minute lap, so I don't think this will be, oh dearie me. KC having some dramas. He is backwards. Once again, Bossman on a lap. Bossman looks to be on a lap, so I'll stay on board with Bossman. Comes around to the final chicane. Currently P12. The sun now on the circuit. Out of the final corner, currently P12 goes 6th fastest then, the 45.1 for the Williams man. Behind him is not Duff Chip, it is Alex Pixie. Who is the next one to cross the line? And it is one of the Williams, Matman. He's still warming his tyres up, a minute to go. Anybody on a flying run? Alex Pixie will go back. Alex then currently going up through Eau Rouge and across Radion. His best lap is currently set in the wet. It's a 1:53.4. Let's see how much time he is up in Sector 1 then. Yes, there is 1.7 seconds then, so big improvement from Alex in Sector 1. A little bit wider the first part of Lecombe. He now heads down then to Russell. Through the Jack Hicks corner down towards Puom. Yeah, the flag's ahead of him. Here's somebody just getting out of the way. So clears the Williams then. Nice driving there, I think it'll be Bossman. And then Ezekiel then goes fourth. So the McLaren man, front row start last week, second row at the moment. And Diego did not make a checkered flag, so he does not improve. He'll stay at least fifth. Can he improve? Then here comes Alex then through Blanchimont. We are now ticked over to the... It's a little bit deep into the first part of the chicane. Gets it rotated nicely for the second part though. Foot now down to the floor. Driving for the line. Can he improve? He goes 8th fastest. Diego behind him then, so he has finished. Next one to come across the line is Bossman. He's finished his time. Matt Mann, his teammate behind him. Currently P12. Into the chicane he comes. Through the left. Driving for the line then. Does he improve on his P12? He does indeed. He goes P6 then. So-called lap there from Matt Mann ahead of Brutus Beer. Right side. Chubbs is backwards as expected. And I think as it caused one of the others to the evil Chris. Katsubi's goes faster still, 43.9. Evil Chris caught it down in 14th. He goes 5th. What about Barcelona then? Currently going faster. Is he going to snatch provisional pole away? Oh no. Zombies hit Chubbs and got himself a grid penalty. Barcelona snatches pole of 43.6 then with his final run. Barcelona goes to the top of the standings. Zombie and Chubbs have come together. And that then is, I believe, your lot. There we go then. Pole position for Mercedes. So Mercedes booking in the grid. Barcelona on pole. Skirms will start P17. Daft Chip and Zombie not getting a time on the board in the end there. So they'll be a little bit frustrated, but a work for them to do from 15th and 16th on the grid. And then pole position then for Barcelona for round 2 of the season at Spa-Francorchamps. Casimi's joining him on the front row. Expected to titanic battle between those two. Chubbs will start 3rd alongside the second McLaren of Lynn Ezekiel, continuing his strong form from last week. Ewa Chris and Diego share the 3rd row, 5th and 6th. Mattman and Brutus share row 4. Bossman and Alex Pixie round out the top 10. And we find Iceman and Katz 11th and 12th. Sione and KC on row 7th, 13th and 14th. Zombie and Daft Chip share the 8th row, 15th and 16th, and Skirms starting at the back, although it looks like, based on the fact that Zombies picked up a 5 grid place penalty for that collision with Chubbs, he will be starting P17. And the drivers will be relieved to see the sun baking down on the circuit then for the race. So it looks like we're going to start the race in the dry. But this is Spa-Francorchamps and the weather can do crazy things here. So let's see. Chubbs in the chat there, cursing Pagani for cursing him. And so, some predictions then. Barcelona and Cat on the front row. Are we going to see some fireworks from those two on the opening lap? Is Chubbs going to come through and pick up the pieces and claim victory? Well, got 22 laps about to start in 22 seconds. Any predictions then? I'm going to go for a Barcelona win. A Chubbs second and Lindsay in third. Going to get that one then. So we'll be hoping to go a little bit this week then. See what tyre everybody is starting on then. From Barcelona, starting on the hard tyre from pole position then. So will he be regretting that decision in the opening meters? He tries to switch on the white wall tyre. On the front row alongside him is Katamis. He starts on the medium tyre. Chubbs starts P3. He's also on the medium tyre. Lindsay starts fourth. He's on the hard tyre then. So two in the top four on the hards. Evil Chris time P5. He's on the medium tyre. As is Diego alongside him P6. Matman has got himself disqualified. And he's on the grid on the medium tyre. Starts P7. Brutus Beer alongside him in P8. He is on the hard. And we've got Bossman P9 in the second Williams. He's on the medium tyre. Alex Pixie is P10 on the medium tyre as well. Next is Iceman, P11 on the medium tyre in his Alfa Romeo. Joined on the sixth row by Nexus Cats, who's also on the mediums to start with. Sione also starts on the medium tyres, P13. And Casey on the hards starts P14. And we've got Datchit P15 on the medium tyres. Skirm's the only man to start on the soft tyre. He starts P16. Now, we saw last night the soft tyre does not last very long around here, so he will need to look after those tyres in the opening few laps. Expect an early stop for the Mercedes. And P17 is the Ferrari of Zombie. He starts on the hard tyre. Then he's got one of the Alpines behind him. It's Sione. He's had a moment somewhere. So Pagani is coming with a new prediction of Chubbs to come through and win by 20 seconds after Barcelona and Cat crashed into each other up Eau Rouge. Well, there we go. Is Pagani trying the reverse psychology curse? Chubbs, let's see how that pans out then. Cat, we know, is going to be quick off the line. He's always quick off the line. It is a gift and a curse to the drivers around him how rapid he's off the line, and expect him to be running very, very low wings. So I expect that McLaren to be very rapid up Eau Rouge and along the Kemmel Straight first time around. Can the Mercedes hold him back? We shall see. Skirms has now also got himself disqualified for contact on the outlap, so he's going to have cooler tyres, but not as cool as Matman. The cars making their way around onto the grid then. Barcelona, Casamies, Chubbs, Lena Zekin, Evil Chris, Diego, Matman, Brutus, Bossman, Alex Pixie, Nexus Iceman, Nexus Cats, Sione, Casey, Daft Chip, Skirms and Zombie is your grid. Cars making their way around then. Zombie the last one to come to the grid. Oh, there's a bit of a... They're trying to get some heat into those rear tyres. Zombie there, making them wait. Like Simon said, Dave doing the last to first challenge. Well, may well be then. Now we're going to ignore these lights because it's not going to be that quickly then. Wait for the revs to go up on the cars. Revs go up. Here we go. And we're away. And it's a poor start for Barcelona. Cat jumps into the lead immediately. I think Lindsay's had a poor start as well. Chubbs around the outside. Barcelona trying to fight back as they come out of La Source for the first time. Lindsay's had a terrible start. He's all the way down to 9th. Yellow flag in the background. Somebody's got around. I think it's Sione. As they head up through Eau Rouge and Radial for the first time. Then Casamies leads. Chubbs in hot pursuit. But nobody's going to catch that McLaren in the line. I can almost guarantee it. Chubbs is closing, but not close enough into Lacoon for the first time then. So Barcelona third. Eva Chris is now 4th. Brutus up to 5th. He's had a really good start. Diego is 6th. Alex Pixie's up to 7th. Bossman now 8th. Iceman 9th. Skirms is up to 10th. What a start he's had. The second Mercedes in flying. the first couple of laps. Matman down to P11. Nexus Cats is 12th. And I think he might have some wing damage. On the right side, he does. So wing damage for the Has. Daft Chip's already up to 13th. Zombies up to 15th. Casey's down to 15th. Lina Zekin, who started 4th, is down to 16th already. And he's also got some wing damage. And Sione has also dropped down all the way to 17th. Big loser. Lina Zekin down 12. Sione down 4. Matman down 4 as well. Big movers. Skirms up 6. And then Brutus, Alex Pixie up 3. As a zombie. Chubb's now getting racy on the back of Katowice as they come down towards Blanchimont for the first time. These two broken a little bit clear. Katowice defending the inside as Chubb's going to be close to for a move. Not yet, thinks better of it. Stays to the outside, tries to get himself a better line out of the chicane. Chubb's looking racy. Oh, one of the Red Bulls in the background, very sideways. I think it was Diego. And Katz is into the pits, so one has in second, the other one in the pit lane at the end of lap 1, so is Lina Zekin. Big shame for him, he had a great qualifying last week, it all went wrong early for him, and the same thing has happened this week as well. As they bomb then down, up into Eau Rouge for the second time. No DRS, of course, until next time around. Alex Pixie and Bossman side by side as they come through. Radiant onto the Kemmel Straight, and Bossman is through. A good run for him through Eau Rouge. He's taken the place away. Skirms is up to 9th now, battling with Nexus Iceman. Diego picking up a penalty on lap 2, already using a little bit too much track. Yellow flag sector 1. Who is that? It is... Can't see who that was. Somebody had a drama. May have been PC or Sione, but they're all going again. It'll be Daft Chip, he's now dropped behind Zombie. Alpine's nose to tail. Katowice then continues to lead. Coming to Stavalo for the second time. Captain Shuff's still right there with him. Barcelona's there as well. So is Evil Chris, so is Brutus. They've got big train of cars and all the way down to Matman 11th in a DRS train which will be activated the end of this lap then. Chubb's down right on the back of Cat as they come through the winding section into Blanchimont. Is he going to be close to for a move this time? He's pushing the McLaren along to the inside, to the outside. Katowice down the middle. Chubb's not able to make a move this time. We've got a yellow flag further back. Oh, it's Zekin spun at Pouon. Batters lap of the race then goes to Katowice. Skirms making a move on Alex Pixie. Skirms is up to 8th already. He's absolutely flying through the order. And now then the DRS is active, which means that Katowice will be the only one in this train without it. The train is down now to 7 because Skirms passing Alex has just broken the gap. Cat's had a really good run then up the hill. Yeah, saw it last night, Pagani. Massive train going on for the early part of the race. And Skirms there, having got 2 places, loses 2 places this time around. Of course, he didn't have DRS. So Alex and Iceman go back ahead of the Mercedes, whose tyres are probably already going to be starting to cry it up. He's a little bit wide there, coming out of Lecum. He's thinking about a move back down the inside into Brussels. Through he goes. Good evening, Mr. Wesker. How are you? Oh, Iceman the curb into the wall. And the Alfa Romeo, unfortunately, spinning on the curb on the exit there. Got forced a little bit wide by Skirms getting up the inside. And that's pitched him into the wall. Big shame there for him. Not running in the top 10 then. A couple of penalties coming through already. Alex now with one, Bossman with one as well. Joining Diego on track limits penalties already front. Oh, and Iceman's been disqualified for he got stuck. Yeah, Katowice is one for running very, very narrow wings, so... he didn't get the best start on those hard tyres, Wesker. So he got jumped by both Cat and Chubbs, who sets the fastest lap of the race. As he starts to hunt down the McLaren, Katowice has gone very deep into the source. It's almost as if the 3 wide. Oh, Barcelona through into the lead! I think Cat was playing a game there. I think he wanted the DRS on Chubbs, and he's ended up letting 2 cars through. So Barcelona says thank you very much. It goes from 3rd to 1st. Chubbs now on the outside of Barcelona with the DRS. There he goes into the lead of the race. Barcelona's defending the inside. Here comes Cadamies. Wheel to wheel into Lacombe. Cadamies has to drop in behind. He's a little bit wide now. Here comes Evil Chris around the outside. Thinks better of it though. But good battling. Got a yellow flag further back. I'm not sure who that was. Skirms is in the pits, so very much so there. We have got, who have we got? Bully 6 for the lead. The 2 Red Bulls are now on the back of this pack as well. So Chubbs hits the front finally. Oh, he's wide there through P1. Oh, just about gets it stopped and turned. Oh, he's going to drift off there, but just ran up to the curb. He now leads. Barcelona's up to 2nd. Cat goes from 1st to 3rd. Oh, he's had a big wobble in the middle of Campus there. Evil Chris almost goes into the back of him. Here comes Brutus. Not able to find a way through the Catamies. He's now at risk of losing DRS. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Catamies there. You can see how much time he's just gaining down that straight though. Out of the chicane we go then on to lap. Oh, Red Bull spinning off in the background. It's Diego who's had a spin. Gets it pointing the right way again, but oh no, he's cooked the rear tyres into the wall. That might damage his wing. Oh, Diego. That's so unlucky then. So we're down to 5 for the lead battle. Chubbs still your leader as they head up Eau Rouge for the 5th time. Got a handy little gap back to Barcelona. Catamies just in DRS range, just 9/10 of a second back. Yellow flag further back. Who is that? Oh, Diego's gone to La Source. He's cooked his rear tyres and has clipped the wall. Yellow flag is out. I think that's all we're going to get. And Diego's race, unfortunately, is run far too early. Big shame for him. With his home Grand Prix as well. He will be cursing his luck in that one. Skirms goes through. Skirms is interested to come in and gone back out on the soft tyres again. So I expect Skirms to pit again in this one. So he's already pitted once. So I'm not quite sure what strategy he's on. Chubbs continues to lead now, getting that lead up to... No, it's not, Maxi Sauer. It's the same as it was last night. Now, bearing in mind, we had a couple of half spins last night that brought out the safety cars. I expected either of those incidents we've just seen, either Iceman's or Diego's, to bring out a safety car, but no, apparently not. This game is very inconsistent with safety car. Chubbs' lead 1.2 seconds then, but bear in mind Barcelona is on the hard tyre, so he will be on the medium tyres at the end of the race. Well, Chubbs will probably go the other way onto the hards. Into the chicane we go then. Chubbs leads by 1.3 seconds. Catamies starting to come back now at Barcelona. It's probably good news for Chubbs, because if Barcelona is defending from Catamies, it means he's likely to be losing some time. Oh, 100% mate, 100%. Cats has now had a spin out the Jackie X corner. There is a Chubbs then now starting to weave to try and break the slipstream, because Barcelona has closed in as Bossman pits from P11. So an earlier stop there for him. So has he perhaps picked up some damage? Front two are then just eat out of DRS range, although Cat is back or toying around the 1 second bracket at the minute. Evil Chris still very much on the back of Catamies as well. Expect him to be a factor by the end of this race then. Into Campus we go on lap 6 of 22. Chubb still leads, Barcelona going with him though. Catamies now just starting to drop away a little bit. Evil Chris still on his tail. And Brutus Beer just keeping a watching brief in the background, and they've now pulled nearly 7 seconds over 6th place Mapman. Who's made it through. Zombies up to P7, Daft Chip up to 8th then, so the cars who started in 15th and 17th are now running 7th and 8th. Sonny in 9th. after that shocking start when he went dropped to the back case. He's now P10. And Skirms is P11. Bossman. Oh, what's gone on here? Katamis is in trouble. Katamis in the pits. So car dropping down the order. It's Katamis in the pits very early as well. Lap 5 is, or lap 6 rather. Seems to be a very early stop. But Katamis going for the undercut then, coming onto the hard tyres. So tyres off, tyres on. Away he goes. Some great graphics there. We're in the middle of the stop-go light and putting tyres on a car that's already got a bonnet into the pits. In the background comes Katz again. Just needs to be careful now, because bearing in mind these hard tyres will take a little while to get some heat into them. As the two Alpines go wheel to wheel into La Source, and that's Casey making a move on his teammate. He's now up to 9th, Sione in 10th. Let's head up Eau Rouge. Can Sione come back at him then? It's like watching Alonso and Ocon battle each other side by side down the Kemmel Straight. And Sione with the DRS blast back ahead. So Pagani stating they're apparently running 0-0 wings gives you higher tyre degradation. But imagine it'd be the sliding more than anything, which is kind of what Ferrari tried to eradicate by putting more downforce on at the weekend, which backfired horribly on them. Chubbs and Barcelona then pulling cleared out of the pack. Eva Chris is 2 seconds back. And still got Brutus for company, so this group is now split into 2 2s. Now we need to watch on Katamis and what kind of progress he's going to be making. In a minute, he's currently losing time to Daft Chip. Yellow flag in sector 3. It's Zombie, I think. Yeah, it is. Zombie's gone around, coming onto the Paul Frere corners, and into the pits comes Chubbs. So Chubbs is in the pits, lap after Katamis. Barcelona then takes the lead of the race. Through goes Evil Chris and Brutus Beer. Now, Evil Chris still on the medium tyres. Brutus is on the hards, so he will be going deeper into this race. Evil Chris a little bit away from the apex at the source. Zeke with the time penalty, and Nexus Cats has spun on the British Race span in qualifying. And where let's go in again now though. And where has Chubbs come out relative to Cat? There's Chubbs, and there's Cat. So the Chubbs then has gapped Katamis quite substantially. So I don't know if Katamis has had a poor outlap. But he's come out significantly further back than Chubbs, so that extra lap has worked out very nicely for Chubbs. Now battle for P2. Meanwhile, further up the road, Evil Chris is now behind Brutus then, so Brutus got the DRS that time. And he's now up into P2. So slightly off colour in qualifying, but now in the race, where it matters most. It's coming through the order, yellow flag. Oh, top. Oh, Sione's gone out the top of Eau Rouge. He's claimed his first victim, and the safety car is out. So a crash. Oh, now that is a suitable reason for the safety car to come out. So we'll give it that. Now, who does that help? That helps Evil Chris, because he can now get his pit stop done, and he will stay ahead of Chubbs and Katamis. Now, Matman and Daft Chip may also take this opportunity to pit. They're still on the medium tyres as well. Safety car deployed. Race has been nullified. It definitely helps out the likes of Linda Zeke and Alex Pixie Bossman. Skirms, of course, were all quite a way back after various dramas early on in the race. Now, what do the leaders do? It's probably too early for Barcelona to pit, is it? No, it's not. He's in. Brutus Beer's carried on. Eva Chris will be in. Yep, Eva Chris is in. What does Matman do? You imagine he'll pit. Brutus Beer, is that a mistake? I think that's a mistake from Brutus, if I'm honest. It might be a big ass to get those medium tyres there, but in comes Matman. Daft Chip will follow him in. Here's Chubbs. He'll go round. Now, where is Barcelona? He's trundling down pit lane. Chubbs is on the start-finish straight. Barcelona's coming out of the source. And Chubbs is not going to make it. Eva Chris is going to jump him as well. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought last night, Mike, when Simply Superman pitted again. Because he went in after that early safety car and then pitted again for the hard tyres he started on. So I wondered if they weren't going to make it. But Barcelona didn't really have a choice. So I just have to hope now that the safety car stays out for a couple of laps, and then we shall see. Everybody into the pits, and Zombie and KC pitting as well. Safety car, once again, it is the Aston Martin safety car then. So Brutus Beer now leads the race from Barcelona, but Brutus Beer has not yet stopped. Barcelona on those medium tyres is going to be very quick at the restart. It's whether or not he can make them last to the end, though. We saw last night LRE Tom was suffering quite badly with tyre wear that caused him to have a spin while on course to potentially win the race. So Barcelona will need to look after those tyres if he wants to get to the end. Running order then, Brutus Beer from Barcelona. Evil Chris is now third. Chubb's down to fourth, but that's a net P3, of course, with Brutus Beer not having it stopped. Catamese now P5. Matman's P6. Daft Chip P7. Zombie P8. Casey P9. Then Bossman P10. Alex Pixie's now 11th. Skirms is 12th. Just picked himself up a penalty. And we've got next as Katz in front of him with no front wing on. And then Ezekiel is 13th. There's Katz then minus his front wing, so he's not having a good time of it tonight. Hasman in a bit of bother, and currently with no front wing on that has. Garland coming around then, so I'll take this break in, proceed. Ooh, Brutus thought about pit stop there, did he? He thought about it, but now I think he's now made his bed. I'm going to have to lie in it, and I just wonder if it's the wrong call, but we shall see. Maybe he's banking on another safety car before the end of this race. So take this opportunity to tell you what's coming up on, or what's going on in FTRL at the moment then. So obviously F1 leagues are back. This is week 2 of our 12-week season, and we still have some availability. So if you are interested in coming to join us in our F1 community, please do get in touch with us at _FTRL_ on Twitter. There's a link there to the Discord. Hop in the Discord and let's go racing together. It's Div 2, there's always a chance of another safety car. I'd maybe say 2 or 3 more safety cars. Let's be kind. ACC still looking for some drivers, so that one may get going soon. And meanwhile, Gran Turismo side of things, well, the decision has been made that we are looking to move on to GT7 for the next season of GT racing. So yeah, we're taking the plunge finally on the new game. It may not be perfect, but I think it's about time we go racing on GT7. So planning is afoot for the new season of that, and if you'd like to get in touch with us, we do have a dedicated Gran Turismo page as well. So yeah, please do get in touch if you're a bit interested in joining us for our GT7 adventures. Good evening, Michael. Hope you are okay. Yep, and he's saying another safety car for sure. Time penalties galore. Katz has got a penalty, and I think he may have also had a spin at Eau Rouge. He has. As he damaged his wing, he has. Having just pitted for a fresh wing, he's just gone up Eau Rouge and spun and damaged his wing again. So he's going to be turning the air a little bit blue. Sione is... Oh, of course, Sione called out the safety car, didn't he? I was going to say Sione's gone, but yeah, he is the cause of this safety car. We are on lap 10 of 22. Brutus be a leader, but hasn't yet pitted. Ooh, Pagani. Ooh, Pagani. You know what? It just so happens that Limmy has just dropped out. So there is a seat available in an Aston Martin if you'd like one. Just saying. I think it's the Aston Martin. So yeah, let me know. If you want that seat, my friend, it is yours. Where are we next week? I can't even remember. Can't remember the calendar. Only 2 weeks in and I've already forgotten it. Safety car. Not in this lap. We're going to do one more lap. This is definitely helping Barcelona's cause. Brutus Beer almost slammed into the side of the safety car there. That was a little bit closer than I think he would have liked. Next week we are at the Netherlands. We're basically following F1 calendar at the minute. So F1 racing in Belgium this week. So are we. Next week, Belgium, Holland for us, and Holland, or the Netherlands rather, for FTRL as well. So Netherlands, Zandvoort is our next stop. Good man, good man. Michael, yes, your home track. I imagine you'll be itching to get back for that one. I quite like it. Well, I liked it on the last game. The first time we went there, very nearly got a podium. Bottled it massively by A weird loss of rear grip that pitched me into the wall, damaged my wing while I was running second. Fuming. Absolutely fuming. Safety car then ran in like him. So this then should be the final lap behind the safety car. Katz has rejoined the crew. Has he? Changed his wing is the next question though. Is he persisting with the damage? And so is he persisting with that damage then? So he's going to try and carry on, but he's a lap down already. So I suppose the minute just getting to the flag and getting some points will be key for him. Brutus Beer then. I mean, this will help Brutus's cause if he wants to go to the soft tyre for the end of the race. You want to try and stretch out the stint a little bit more if he can do, and the safety car laps will help him for sure. Come through poo on then. What's going on back here? Has Matman gone off under the safety car? He has. Oh, Matman's in the wall under the safety car. He's going to be absolutely furious with himself. Has he clipped the grass? Oh, he seems to have got his wing intact, but Matman's all the way down to 13th then. Spinning out of P6. Now, we should get the notification in about 2 or 3 seconds time. The safety car is in this lap. There it is. So if I knew what was going to happen. And then we are about to go race again. Brutus Beer then will start dictating the pace. He'll let the safety car pull away. Chubb is off the track in the background there. Doesn't want to be doing that. So Brutus stacking up the pack. Weaving to get some heat in those tyres. When does he want to pull the trigger? Chubb appears to have jumped Evil Crisp on the safety car. Brutus Beer is gone. Away we go then. Racing will resume. I know. Almost. Brutus then is away. Boss then's gone with him. Everybody filtering through La Source. Katz there getting out everybody's way. It's a good driver in there from Katz. Well done. Bruce and Lees is up through Eau Rouge for the first time. Barcelona going with him. A bit of a gap back then to Chubbs in third. Yellow flag further back as Brutus. Oh, Linus Eakin's gone. Oh no, Linus Eakin's gone at the top of Eau Rouge. And I think we might get away without a full safety car this time. If it's going to come, it would have appeared already. So Linus Eakin unfortunately has crashed at the restart. That's 2 DNFs in a row for him, unfortunately. Did he DNF? I don't know if he DNF. It's a lie. I don't think he DNF last week. Definitely span out of a strong position. So another strong qualifying performance, unfortunately, comes to nothing. See a crash at Eau Rouge. Apparently this time doesn't warrant a safety car. There you go. The Barcelona then leads, and what he needs to do now is try and pull away, build the gap for when his tyres will inevitably go off. They might safety car running. He's away and running. I don't know what happened between Chubbs and Evil Chris, because Chubbs ended up jumping Evil Chris behind the safety car. And I think that caused a bit of a split. So, yellow flag in sector 3. Who is that? I think it's Zombie. Had a drama somewhere. He has indeed. Dropping a couple of places, but he's got going again now. Barcelona's lead now up to 1.4 seconds. Oh, and Zombie's got again. And I think KC might have gone with him. Yeah, Zombie's in the wall coming out of Blanchimont. He's on his way again, so shame for Zombie. Made really good progress from the back of the grid. It was running as high as 6 at one point, 6 or 7 to one point. Alex Pixie now losing a couple of places. What's going on back here? Oh, Alex Pixie had a moment out of the source. Going again, Zombie's made it back to the pit lane. Skirms is back up into 8th place. Barcelona now just starting to edge away up front. His lead is nearly 2 seconds. Yeah, daft chip for a podium then. Well, he's up to 6th. He's got Cat ahead of him. Eva Chris as well. So Brutus, of course, has the pit. Barcelona then is just edging away now at the point. Brutus then, how long will he stay out? When will he make his pit stop? Chubb's now closing in as they weave through out of the Paul Frere corner up towards Blanchimont. A really good slipstream again. We saw him almost pushing Casamirs earlier. Now he's got significantly better tyres. Oh, Brutus gives him a little bit of a squeeze. Chubb's to the outside. Brutus, though, will retain the position for now. Chubb's trying to set up a better exit. Evil Chris now, they're trying to buy into this as well. DRSN has been enabled. Meanwhile, up front, the lead is now nearly 3 seconds. 2.8 seconds is the lead. Exit La Source on lap 14 of 22. Down the hill towards Eau Rouge we go. This battle currently for second. Yellow flag further back. It is Cats again. Out chicane. Here comes Chubbs then with the DRS to the outside of Brutus Beer. Second place is his. Easy as you like. Evil Chris then not quite close enough to capitalise. Casamirs in a bit of no man's land. 2.2 behind this battle. 2.7 ahead of Daft Chip, who is now P6. Cats has spun again. Oh, and he's retired this time. And the safety car is out again. Safety car call. That's great news for Brutus Beer. He can now make his pit stop. But what tyre does he go for now? What does Barcelona do here? I suppose the reduced speed will help him keep his tyres in shape, but he needs to watch what the guys behind him are going to do here. You may see some people going on to the softs. Zombies in the pits. Going back onto the medium tyre. So as Michael predicted, there is the safety car. So Barcelona's going to stay out. What does Chubbs do? Chubbs is going to stay out. Brutus obviously is going to pit. What does he with Chris do? He stays out. Casamirs is going to pit. I thought Casamirs might be brave here. What does Daft Chip do? He stays out. Bossman, what does he do? He's going to pit. Why not? Gamble. Skirms. He might fancy some softer tyres. The answer is no. He's going to go through. So Skirms stays out on track. Matman is in. Alex Pixie's in. What's KC going to do? He's going to box as well. So the Alpine is in. Zombie is back on his medium tyres already. So, but Casey's sped in the pit lane. He's got a 5-second penalty. I mean, it's a guarantee of the Div 2 race. I mean, it wasn't. That's like saying the sun's going to come up tomorrow. To be honest. There we go then. So 12 runners remain. Nexus Cats retirement has brought out the second safety car. We're on lap 15 of 22. Barcelona is your race leader. Chubb second, Evil Chris behind him in third. Then our right on the back of the race leader again. What kind of state are his tyres in is the question. Is he going to be able to make them last to the end? The safety car running will help the field kind of strung out at the moment. And so come the guys pitted. Casamirs, Bossman, Alex Pixie, Matman, KC are now all on the soft tyre. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th. Zombies in the pits as well. He might be going to the soft tyre from here. He is indeed. Why not? I think with the fields being so strung out still, we might get one more lap behind the safety car, which will allow them all to close up. See round the campus chicane. Yeah, Cat saying his tyres were so dead, sliding out of every corner, unfortunately. Yeah. Particularly tricky conditions. Those hard tyres are very difficult to switch on this year's game. So Barcelona leading around behind the safety car. There's the stragglers at the back then. Zombie currently at Lecum. He should catch back Casey. is coming through Stabilo, just a couple of corners back. Matt Manchester ahead of him. Now Paul Frette just about to rejoin the train. So that means we will probably resume racing on lap 17, which means that we will have 6 laps of racing to decide this one out. It's almost a 5-lapper. That one joins the back of the pack. Then Katames on those soft tyres is going to be the one to watch at the restart. We know he's rapid. He's probably running very low wings as he usually does. And he's behind a car, 4 cars ahead of him on hard tyres. One car, the Brutus Beer in 5th on the medium tyre, might be one to watch as well, because he's probably on the best tyre for this stage of the race. Also, his tyre condition is going to be significantly better than the race leader, who's on 7-lap-old tyres already. Now, the tyre wear on here is quite bad. Oh, he's just hit the back of the safety car. I'm sure he probably didn't do that on his screen, but yeah, on my screen there, the Mercedes going into the back of the safety car. Skirms, can you stop overtaking people under the safety car, please? I've always seen one glitch tonight, getting chubbed ahead of Evo Chris. I don't want it to happen again. You also need to drive on the track. There you go. Moving away then. Zombie then just coming in to La Source. The rest of the field at Les Combes. He should be with them fairly quickly. Cars making their way around Bruxelles, down into the Jackie X corner. Still under the second safety car of the evening. Barcelona leaves Chubbs, leaves Evo Chris, leaves Daft Chip up on the back of the grid. Brutus Beers P5, Skirms up on the back of the grid as well, P6, then Katames, Bossman, Alex Pixie, Casey, Matman and Zombie, all going to be on the soft tyres. They're going to be very quick, but yeah, Brutus Beer, as Michael says, could be the one to watch it. Skirms, stop overtaking people under the safety car. Glitch there, it looks like Skirm, God's sake. So Zombie then just about to rejoin the back of the pack. Now, I missed the notification. I don't think we're going racing this time. I think we're going around again. Yeah, we are going around one more time. Again, this is probably helping Barcelona. Yeah, we're going to do at least one more lap behind the safety car then. The pack is now all back together though. Skirms, stop overtaking people. Oh, now Skirms has now got a 5-second penalty for colliding with Daft Chip. So I think there's a bit of a lag. Yeah, a little bit. And the field round through Bruxelles. Skirms, why are you ahead of Daft Chip again? What is going on? Right, there's some penalties going on here that are definitely not happening because there was no contact there. So the lag seems to be quite bad. I'm not sure cross-play is quite ready yet. Let's see then. So we should go racing this time around. Well, this is very much helping Barcelona's tyre condition. Safety car in this lap then, right, so we are going to go racing on lap 18, so we're going to have five, it is now going to be a 5-lap sprint. Barcelona will take over, dictating the pace. Oh, there's been a collision. Who was that? Chubbs and Daft Chip, I think, have come together there. What happened there? Away we go then. I think the lag is causing some big issues for the guys here, so I can only apologise for that. There we go, Barcelona's got a huge jump then because there's been a collision behind him. Barcelona is off and running. Barcelona gets the jump, the battle's on for P2. Even Chris defending from Skirms. Here goes Brutus and Casamis on those soft tyres down the inside into Lecombe. Even Chris holds off Skirms. Casamis is through on Brutus, goes a little bit deep. Brutus comes back around the outside. Holds position, Brutus to the inside, but Casamis has got more grip than down towards Russell. He's now looking at the inside of Skirms. Mercedes first and third. Here comes Chubbs back into the equation now as well. What kind of condition is his front wing in? He seems to be okay, but I just don't know what happened there with Daft Chip. Oh, who was that going off? Oh, that was Chubbs at P1. And we said he's got back into this, he's off. Barcelona leading, pulling away 2.2 seconds. He's had the dream restart. Even Chris putting a little bit of a gap over Skirms. Katowice is the one to watch though on those soft tyres. And now Zombie's gone out the Paul Frere corner again. Katowice to the inside of Skirms into the braking zone for the chicane. Up to third place he goes. Now Brutus Beer looking for a way through the Mercedes. He dives to the inside, out the outside goes the Red Bull. Tries to switch back. A little bit of lag there, the ghosting now. He goes through, Brutus is through. Yellow flag further back, it's the Ferrari again, I think. Casabi's now on the charge as they head up through Rayon, down the Kemmel Straight. Here comes the McLaren. Look at the straight line speed of that McLaren. Down the inside with the slipstream into Lecombe. Into second place he goes. Brutus Beer holds off Skirms. Now Bossman trying to buy into this as well. So is Alex Pixie. Through Puon we go. Can Casabi's now do anything about the race lead? It's 2.6 seconds. Barcelona has built up a supreme gap then. Here now comes Brutus Beer closing on over Chris. Yellow flag further back. It is KC who's got a Puon this time. Oh, I think Chubbs has gone as well. Having their own accident. Both underway again though on lap 19 of 22. Casabi's just starting to chip away at the lead. It's down to 2.4 now. KC's got again. Skirms with a time penalty then, racking them up now. Still holding on resolutely behind them, these guys. Whereas he's now got Bossman, Alex Pixie right behind him. Casabi's with the fastest lap of the race. 46.2, the gap down to 2.1 seconds. Bossman thinks about him over the inside. Oh, Alex Pixie on the grass, goes deep into the source. Bossman up the inside of Skirms. Can't get the move done though. Skirms had just enough traction off the corner. Oh, Bossman pops to the inside there. They're going up so Rouge side by side. That's brave. Wide goes Bossman. Through goes Alex Pixie. Does he? 3 wide. Oh, Skirms bounces off Bossman. Oh, into the wall. Oh, and Skirms' great run is over. Into the wall. Bounced off one car. Into the other. Oh, it's a shame for Skirms having a really good run until that point. Lead down to 1.8 seconds. Katowice is flying, but is he going to get there quickly enough? 1.7 seconds now. Here comes the McLaren. Brutus Beer trying to go with it, but Evil Chris hanging on those hard tyres. Barcelona leads and through Campos he goes. How are those tyres going to be doing? Katowice is coming. Gap down to 1.6 seconds. Evil Chris with the penalty now for track limits. Katowice continuing to close. Look how much time he's taking out of the Mercedes through the straight down towards Blanchard. He's taking like 2 or 3 tenths just in a straight line. Just how much more straight line speed the McLaren's got then. Is he going to get there in time though? Is he going to have any tyres to fight with when he gets there? Up down to 1.4 seconds, 1.3 seconds. He's coming. Katowice is coming. Into La Source we go. Just going out a little bit. The Boston had a better run than out of La Source, but here comes the McLaren. We're on the penultimate lap of the race. Look how much time he's taken out of him in a straight line. Katowice just running so little wing. That McLaren is an absolute rocket ship in a straight line. 1.2 seconds. He could be in DRS range by the end of the lap. We might get one chance to get this one. Gap is down to 1.1 seconds. Brutus can't hold the pace. He's comfortable in third though. It's just whether or not Katowice can get to Barcelona before the end of the race. If he's anywhere near him on the Kemmel Straight on the final lap, I think he'll get him. But Barcelona's starting to put a bit of time back into him. Cat's had a couple of bad corners. I think he's starting to lose grip. He's wide. 3-2-1. On the green runoff. That's costing him time. It's back on to 1.5 seconds. I think those soft tyres have cried enough. Yellow flag further back. Zombie's gone at Pouon. And he's gone this time, unfortunately. Katowice on the battery, trying to close down. The gap's back up to 1.4 seconds, though. Coming down again now, though, through Blanchimont. 1.2. If he'd have managed to get to within a DRS range at this point, if he hadn't had that moment through Pouon, I think he might have been there on the Kemmel Straight, but I think it's just too much now. Yeah, you can see he's struggling to get the power down at the chicane. And Barcelona just puts a little bit more time into it, opens that gap back up again. The final lap of the race now then. Gap's back up to 1.4. He's not going to be in DRS range in time, is he? It's a valiant effort. Katowice, it was a gamble worth doing. Why not? Barcelona continues to lead and the gap is 1.4 seconds. He is safe at the minute. I don't think Cat's got any tyres to fight with anymore. At least not enough to get there. He's wide coming out of Les Combes. I think it's going to put Bruce on him. Those tyres are done. And now Brutus is all over the back of the McLaren. I think the battle for the win is over. It's now the battle for P2. Can Brutus find an opening? Will Katowice be able to hold it on the racing line, or can Brutus get the inside into Pouon? Thinks about a move. Will Cat stay on the track? Is he going to be quick? The answer is probably no. Brutus has got good momentum coming off Pouon. He's going to go to the inside. Katowice covers the inside. Brutus to the outside. Katowice squeezes him. Oh, banging wheels then through Campos. Bruce looking for an opening. He's at the inside now, but he's got to be on the outside for Stabilo. Can he have him around the outside? No, he switches back to the inside. Oh, there's contact. They're both into the wall. And through goes Bossman. And is Alex Pissy going to get through as well? He is. Oh no, Katowice is back on. And Alex has been squeezed off. And here comes Brutus back at Alex. Up front though, it's victory for Barcelona. He manages to get those tires to the finish. Bossman's going to come through for P2. What's his penalty situation though? Katowice is going to hold on for third on the road. And he jumps back up into second, and Brutus gets third in the end as well. Matman gets fourth with all the penalties applied. Bossman ends up P5. Alex Pixie's P6. Evo Chris, what happened to him late on? Just slipped backwards, and it's P6 for him. He jumps ahead of Alex Pixie. Chubbs, oh, what might have been for Chubbs, but for whatever happened, that safety car restart. They put pay to his chances, and Daft Chips. Only P8 for him. Skirms, who was a star in this race, then really good performance from Skirms, this one. He's right in that battle for a podium at one point, but seemed to just bounce off a mixture of I'm not sure, was it Brutus and no, Bossman and Alex Pixie, wasn't it, and put him into the wall, so negated a late pit stop. And it's P9 for the other Mercedes man though, but still solid return for him. I think he'd be happy with his night's work. And on board with Casey. Oh, he's on the curb. Yeah, never touching those curves, mate. For some reason I can see the car, or the driver in the car there. That's okay, I'm ghosting. There we go. Away he goes through Paul Frere. An eventful return for Casey Bernard. It's good to have him back, although it would appear that a lot of these lobby glitches might be because of the crossplay. A little bit tentative there through Blanchimont. Out of the final chicane he comes, and it's a P10 on his return. He is the final finisher in that one. Skirms gets driver of the day. But it is victory. First victory of the season for Barcelona. With Katowice and Brutus Beer rounding off the podium then, despite that late collision. As the champagne flies for our victor and podium finishers. And the final classifications then are as follows. Barcelona takes the victory from Katowice and Brutus Beer. Matman comes through for P4. Bossman, who had, what penalties did he have in the end? 6 seconds there. That just cost him that P2. But great drive from him. Evo Chris ends up P6 then. So I'm not sure what happened to him later on. He slipped back a little bit there. Alex Pixie also with a couple of penalties to his name. Ends up P7. Chubbs only P8. But what happened to him under that safety car? Gets the fastest lap of the race. So to emphasise the pace he did have. Skirms gets P9 and Casey the final finisher in P10. The retirees were Zombie P11, Daft Chip in P12. We saw something happen under that safety car. Not quite sure what caused that there. Next is Katz was P13, Lineziken P14. Sione Diego retired early on, and next is Iceman, the first one to retire after getting his car stuck on the exit of Brussels. And the second disqualification is many days, so a few issues with that there. Well, and that was the Div 2 Grand Prix of Belgium. Again, a lot more exciting than the one we saw on Sunday. Plenty of action and drama in that one then. So, back next week, we are in the Netherlands. It is Zandvoort for round 3, Tuesday and Wednesday, Div 1 and Div 2 respectively. So please do join me for that. If you haven't already liked the stream before you go, please do so. And if you'd like to be involved in FTRL, do get in touch with us at _FTRL_ on Twitter. Yeah, let's go racing together. A for F1, ACC, or GT7 now. Lots to look forward to with FTRL. But for this evening, from me, thank you very much for tuning in. And hopefully we'll see you all next week for yet more great racing action.